everyone, welcome to channel Bioasmita. Today we're going to discuss about one of the most important concepts from chapter Biotechnology, and that is methodology of rDNA technology. Now what is mean by methodology? The process of recombinant DNA. Okay, means process of formation of recombinant DNA. Okay, so see under section C or D, you may get a question about this. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether it is question of 3 marks or 4 marks, we have to mention 6 steps and 1 diagram. Okay, so in this video lecture, I am going to explain you those steps and that diagram. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's start with the actual content. So see here I have mentioned the steps of rDNA technology. You have to explain these 6 steps. Okay, so see what is the first step? The first is isolation of gene from the host organism or donor organism. Whatever is your donor, from that body you have to isolate the gene. The second step will be what? The insertion of desired foreign gene into cloning vector. You have to select a cloning vector and you have to put that donor gene into that cloning vector. After that, transfer of rDNA into suitable competent host. Don't forget, the most suitable competent host is E. coli. Okay. After that, what you have to do? Selection of the transformed host cell. Means whatever bacteria or host cells you have modified, there is a possibility some will be transformed while some will be non-transformed. So out of those all the host cell, you have to find out who are the or which bacteria are the transformed. Okay. After that, multiplication of transformed cells, means you have to prepare fresh nutritive media and you have to multiply them. And the 6th step will be expression of the gene to obtain desired product. Whatever is your product, means you are aiming for insulin, that is hormone, enzyme, antibiotic, alcohol, whatever it is, you will get that product at the end. Okay, so either question is there for 3 mark or 4 mark, you have to explain or mention these 6 steps. Okay, along with that, what you have to mention? You have to mention the diagram. So see, this is the diagram about recombinant DNA technology. Check your chapter. This is the diagram number 12.5. Okay, in this diagram you will get all these steps. Okay, now one by one we will discuss about those steps. So what was our first step? The first of all, you have to do what? You have to isolate gene from donor organism. This is your first step, right? आता donor organism कोण असेल आपला? तर it can be bacteria, it can be a plant cell, it can be animal cell or it can be fungal cell. मग आता कुठलंही सेल आहे, लाईक प्लांट सेल आपली डोनर ऑर्गॅनिझम आहे, तर आपल्याला काय करावं लागणार आहे? यू हॅव टू ब्रेक ओपन दॅट सेल वॉल. मग सेल वॉल ओपन झाल्यानंतर यू कॅन आयसोलेट द DNA, राईट? जर का ॲनिमल सेल असेल तर यू हॅव टू ब्रेक डाऊन सेल मेम्ब्रेन. फंगल असेल तर कायटिनची सेल वॉल असते ती ब्रेक करावी लागेल. सो फॉर दॅट पर्पज यू हॅव टू यूज रिस्पेक्टिव्ह एन्झाईम. सी, if you are using plant cell, you have to use cellulase. If you are using fungi, you have to use chitinase. And for animal cell, protease enzymes are important. Now let's imagine you have isolated the DNA, like let's imagine this is your test tube, and in this test tube you have isolated the DNA. Now we don't want the DNA, we want a particular gene. Okay, so what you have to do? The very most important step of rDNA technology, that you have to use a specific type of restriction endonuclease. We have to use which enzyme? Restriction endonuclease. Don't forget to mention this enzyme. Okay, now whenever you use that enzyme will break down your, or it will cut your DNA into pieces. So let's imagine your DNA has been cut into lots of pieces. So these are the pieces of your DNA. Okay, so these pieces are due to restriction enzyme or due to action of restriction enzyme. So what you can call this DNA? You can call these pieces as what? Restriction fragments. A second, we have to call it as what? Restriction fragments. Now there is a possibility these restriction fragments will be of 2 types. Whatever type of enzyme you are using, according to that you will get 2 types of restriction fragment. That is possible ahe restriction fragment will be like this, and such a type of restriction fragment is called as what? Fragment with a blunt end. Or there is a possibility that you will get the restriction fragment like this. So this is called as what? Restriction fragment with the sticky ends. At both the ends there are the flying single stranded area. So this is called as what? Sticky end. Okay, so whatever type of enzyme you are using, according to that, there is a possibility either you're gonna get the blunt end or sticky end. Okay, now whatever numbers of restriction enzyme you have got or restriction fragments you have got, you need only selected desired gene. So from this number of fragments, we have to isolate the desired gene. Now how to isolate that gene? There is one process which is called as agarose gel electrophoresis. Agarose gel electrophoresis. Now what is mean by agarose gel electrophoresis? See the term electrophoresis. Electrical current or electrical charge, and phoresis means separation. So whatever numbers of restriction fragments we have got, we have to apply the electrical force on it, and then we have to separate those fragments with respect to the charge. Okay, means positive charge, negative charge. According to that, your DNA fragment means this fragment will flow and you will get the specific genes. Means that agarose gel tray is like this, and in this tray you will be having a positively charged anodes, cathodes, whatever charge, electrodes are there, those will be fixed here. Suppose here is the well in which you have to put your DNA sample. Okay, and now imagine here is the electrode having negative charge and here is the electrode having positive charge. Now you have to apply electrical current, and because of that you will get bands of DNA on this strand or on in this tree. Okay, so this is how you can get your desired gene. Okay, now let's imagine this is your desired gene. Okay, now we have to fix this desired gene, or you have to pass the desired gene into host cell. But host cell ह्या DNA ला accept करणार नाहीये. So what we need? We need a vector. Okay, so what is the most common vector? See, we will explain, or I will explain that vector over here. Okay, so vector. The most commonly used vector is what? Sorry, I'll write here. Most common vector is what? Plasmid. In that case, keep in mind one example of plasmid, that is PBr322. Okay, so imagine this is the plasmid. This is the plasmid. Okay, now this plasmid is with number of marker gene. Let's imagine it is having a marker gene over here, that is AMPR. That is what? Ampicillin resistant gene, and it is having a cleavage site for PST1. Now what is this? PST1 is a restriction enzyme. That enzyme can cut the plasmid. Okay, now see, here we have take out the DNA and then we have cut it by using restriction enzyme. जो restriction enzyme तुम्ही host cell साठी किंवा donor cell साठी वापरलाय, तोच restriction enzyme आपल्याला इथे यूज करायचा आहे. सो ज्या वेळेला ह्या प्लाझमिडची रिॲक्शन आपण रेस्ट्रिक्शन एन्झाईम सोबत करणार आहे, सो व्हॉट विल हॅपन? देअर विल बी क्लिवेज टू द प्लाझमिड. ह्या प्लाझमिडला एका पर्टिक्युलर साईटवरती काय होणार आहे? क्लिवेज. सो लेट्स इमॅजिन दिस इज द एरिया वेअर दिस प्लाझमिड हॅज बीन कट. Now what you have to do? You have to fix this DNA. This is our desired gene, desired fragment. We have to fix it over here. Now how to fix it? For fixation purpose, for the joining purpose, we have to use an enzyme that is called as what? DNA ligase. See, here is our isolated DNA fragment. Here is our cut plasmid. So we have to take both the samples. Let's imagine this is the desired gene. This is your desired gene, and here is the cut portion of the plasmid. Okay, you have to join it by using an enzyme which is called as what? DNA ligase. Okay, you have to use DNA ligase. So what will happen? This DNA or this enzyme will fix our gene into vector. So see what we will get. This is your vector, and in this vector there is a fixation of our gene. So see, initially I'll use another color actually. See, this is our desired gene, and here we have fixed that desired gene. Is it visible? Yes. So what had happened here? This was your plasmid. It was without desired gene, but with the help of this restriction enzyme and DNA ligase, we have fixed our desired piece of gene into this host cell, or not host cell, vector. So this is called as what? This is modified plasmid, that is rDNA, or we can say recombinant plasmid. Okay, now we have to put that recombinant plasmid into our host cell. So what is most common host cell? That is E. coli. But if we are doing practical about plant cell, in that case the most suitable host is Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Don't forget this example for your MCQs or 1 mark question. So what I told you, for the plant cell the most suitable host is what? Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Okay, now you have to put that plasmid into what? Into the host cell. I'll shift it over. Now we have to pass it into host cell. Okay, now we can directly put into host cell, or we can use some technology or some methods to pass this naked plasmid into that bacterial cell or into that host cell. So what methods are there? Like electroporation method, biolistic method, shotgun method, then lipofaction methods are there. We can use such a methods and we can pass this modified vector into host cell. So directly let's imagine this is our host cell. Imagine this is the host cell, and in this host cell here is the R plasmid. This is your modified plasmid. Okay, but see, there is a possibility some cells will be modified while some cells will be normal. What is meant by normal cell? I'll draw here. See, this is your bacterial cell. This bacterial cell having plasmid, but only plasmid genes are there. There is a no presence, means हा जो आपला desired gene आहे ना, that desired gene can be absent. सो ज्या सेलमध्ये डिझायर्ड जीन ॲबसेंट आहे, पासच नाही झाला आहे, ही कुठल्या टाईपची सेल झाली? नॉन ट्रान्सफॉर्म्ड सेल. वेल दिस वन, द सेल होस्ट सेल हॅव्हिंग आर DNA or desired gene is called as what? Transformed cell. So you have to find out how many cells are transformed, how many are not transformed, because you have to use transformed cell for further product. Okay, so you have to use some technique to isolate this transform and non-transform cell. So how to isolate them? See, here I have mentioned that plasmids are having what? Plasmids are having specific binding site for restriction enzyme and they are having marker gene. जर का तुम्ही PST1 नावाचा restriction enzyme यूज केला आहे तर दिस एन्झाईम विल नॉकआउट एम्पिसिलिन रेझिस्टंट जीन, आणि मग ही जी जागा असणार आहे तिथं कोण प्लेस झाला? आपला डिझायर्ड जीन झाला आहे. जर का तुमची प्रोसेस करेक्ट आहे म्हणजे ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन झालं आहे, इट मीन्स आर मॉडिफाईड सेल विल बी वॉट? इट विल बी विदाउट एम्पिसिलिन रेझिस्टंट जीन. दिस सेल विल बी विदाउट एम्पिसिलिन रेझिस्टंट जीन while this non-transformed cell with gene. Okay, so in that case what you have to do? You have to find out the cell which is without marker gene and which is with marker gene. ज्या सेलमध्ये मार्कर जीन नाही ती वाली सेल आपल्याला सिलेक्ट करायची. सो इथं काय करणार आहे? न्यूट्रिटिव्ह मीडिया प्रिपेअर करावा लागणार आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये एम्पिसिलिन टाकायचं. मग जी सेल तुमची सेन्सिटिव्ह असणार आहे, एम्पिसिलिनमुळे किल होणार आहे, दॅट सेल विल बी ट्रान्सफॉर्म सेल. सो आता जी सपोज आपल्याला कळाले, दिस इज दी सपोज दिस दी ट्रान्सफॉर्म सेल दॅट वी गॉट टू नो. ओके, नाव व्हॉट यू हॅव टू डू? यू हॅव टू मल्टिप्लाय दिस सेल. You have to do multiplication of this cell on fresh media. You have to produce or prepare fresh nutritive media आणि मग त्या न्यूट्रिटिव्ह मीडियावरती हे ट्रान्सफॉर्म झालेली जी सेल आहे ती पास करायची. सो आता काय होणार आहे? दिस ट्रान्सफॉर्म सेल विल डिवाइड अँड रीडिवाइड अँड देर विल बी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मल्टिपल कॉपीज ऑफ दिस ट्रान्सफॉर्म जीन. ओके, अगेन द लास्ट स्टेप, परत एकदा फ्रेश मीडिया प्रिपेअर करायचा आहे अँड देर विल बी जीन एक्सप्रेशन. म्हणजे हा जो डिझायर्ड जीन इथं आपण फिक्स केला आहे, दॅट जीन विल एक्सप्रेस टू प्रोड्यूस युअर डिझायर्ड प्रोडक्ट. सो वॉट एव्हर इज युअर डिझायर्ड प्रोडक्ट, लाईक इट कॅन बी अल्कोहोल, इट कॅन बी हॉर्मोन्स, विटॅमिन्स और एन्झाईम. जो कुठला आपला प्रोडक्ट आहे म्हणजे ज्या टाईपचा तुम्ही जीन इन्सर्ट केला आहे अकॉर्डिंग टू दॅट तुम्हाला प्रोडक्ट मिळणार आहे. ठीक आहे, मग फायनली डाऊन स्ट्रीम प्रोसेसिंग हा वर्ड असायला पाहिजे. ठीक आहे, सो बाय यूजिंग डाऊनस्ट्रीम प्रोसेसिंग जो काही आपला प्रोडक्ट आहे तो प्रोडक्ट त्या टँकमधून सेपरेट आउट करायचा अँड यू कॅन डू द कमर्शियलायझेशन. ओके, सो दीज आर द 6 स्टेप्स ऑफ मेथोडॉलॉजी ऑफ rDNA टेक्नॉलॉजी. डोंट फॉरगेट, तुम्हाला किती स्टेप्स मेन्शन करायचे आहेत? 6. त्याच्यानंतर काय करायचं आहे, डायग्राम पण ड्रॉ करायची आहे. मग आता तुम्हाला कळावं म्हणून मी ह्या टाईपमध्ये स्टेप्स एक्सप्लेन केल्यात. नॉट नेसेसरी की तुम्ही हे सगळं ड्रॉ करायचं आहे. ठीक आहे, तुम्ही बुकमधल्या म्हणजे हे जे आपल्या चॅप्टरमध्ये ही जी डायग्राम दिली आहे ह्या डायग्रामचं प्रॅक्टिस करा. ठीक आहे, आणि ह्या ज्या स्टेप्स सांगितल्यात मी स्टार्टिंगला ह्या स्टेप पॉईंट वाईज मॅनरमध्ये एक्सप्लेन करा. ठीक आहे, परत एकदा मी रिपीट करते शॉर्टमध्ये. ही जी पहिली स्टेज असणार आहे आयसोलेशन ऑफ जीन फ्रॉम डोनर ऑर्गॅनिझम. हिअर यू हॅव टू मेन्शन restriction enzyme and what electrophoresis. हे 2 पॉईंट इथं हायलाईट व्हायला पाहिजे. त्याच्यानंतर इन्सर्शन ऑफ डिझाईन फॉरेन जीन इंटू क्लोनिंग वेक्टर. ह्या सेक्शनमध्ये तुम्हाला काय मेन्शन करायचं आहे तर प्लाझ्मिड. The most common or suitable vector is what? Plasmid, and in that case one example of plasmid PBr322. ओके, आफ्टर दॅट ट्रान्सफर ऑफ RDNA इंटू सुटेबल कॉम्पिटंट होस्ट. तर इथं प्लांटसाठी काय वापरायचं आहे आपल्याला ॲग्रोबॅक्टेरियम टुमिफेशन. अदरसाठी काय इकोलाय. इवन तुम्ही टेक्स्टबुक वाचलं तर अंडर दिस पॉईंट तुम्हाला ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन अशी एक टर्म वापरेल. तीही टर्म मेन्शन करा की ज्यावेळेला आपण बॅक्टेरियल सेलमध्ये म्हणजे बॅक्टेरियल सेल ॲज अ होस्ट म्हणून वापरतोय तर दॅट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड ॲज ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन. त्याच पॉईंटमध्ये सगळ्यात लास्टला दिलं आहे अदर मेथड्स टू पास द नेकेड DNA. मग तिथं मायक्रो इंजेक्शन मेथड, लिपोफेक्शन, शॉटगन मेथड ही सगळी नावं सापडतील. आफ्टर दॅट सिलेक्शन ऑफ द ट्रान्सफॉर्म्ड होस्ट सेल. ह्या पॉईंटमध्ये तुम्हाला मेन्शन करायचं आहे मार्कर जीन. आणि मार्कर जीनमध्ये मी कोणाचं एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं होतं तुम्हाला तर AMPR. व्हॉट इज दिस? एम्पेसिलिन रेजिस्टंट जीन. आणि हा जीन नॉकआउट करण्यासाठी आपण कुठलं एन्झाईम वापरलं आहे तर PST1. बाकी ह्या 2 स्टेप्स खूप सोप्या आहेत. फक्त लास्ट जी स्टेप आहे ना त्याच्यामध्ये डाऊनस्ट्रीम प्रोसेसिंग ही टर्म ॲड करायला विसरू नका. ओके, सो आय होप मी जे तुम्हाला आता स्टेप सांगितल्या, जे डायग्राम सांगितली, जो सिक्वेन्स सांगितला हे सगळं कळालं असेल. सो दिस इज ऑल फॉर टुडे. बाय बाय, सी यू नेक्स्ट टाईम.